Hey guys, this is part 2 of the Ford F-250 restoration, and this is going to be an overview of what I've done so far since the last video, which was a while ago. And I just degreased some parts underneath the engine, like the valve covers, and I've done the top of that, which is already grimy again because of the dirt on the place. But I did that one. I just cleaned it up, like I cleaned this off, cleaned the alternator off because it had grime all over it. But as you can tell, I don't know if you saw, but damn shadows. Alright, but there's gas leaking from the carburetor onto the intake manifold, which I know is not very safe because that could start on fire anytime. But I'm probably gonna take the carburetor off tomorrow. I'm not sure. I maybe will. But I changed the oil filters in there because they were pretty grimy, so I changed those. Put some more antifreeze in. Checked all the motor oil and the transmission fluid again. It seemed pretty fine. And I replaced a fuse right there to see if I can get the horn working, but that wasn't a go. And then I got a new battery. And then as you can see, brand new battery cable because the other one was totally shot, and it was making the battery drain really fast. So I got a new one. It runs really good now. And then I cleaned up the truck a little bit. Looks very nice. But anyways, so I pounded out the headlight bezels because I didn't want to go junkyard and buy a brand new set. So pounded the headlight bezels, clean all the chrome up, and the grill, which is not chrome, it's like, I think it's like steel or stainless steel, whatever. But I cleaned that up, and I also found this side. And then I was taking a right-hand corner on this back street, and I scratched the crap out of my bumper because the bush was hanging out like 5 feet in the middle of the road, and I didn't see it. So I scratched the hell out of my bumper. But I'll get some chrome polish on that, and maybe we'll polish it out. But as you can see, I got new tires. They're all-terrain BF Goodrich tires. And I cleaned them up, so they look really nice. They're used, but they look brand new, which is awesome, because they weren't even worn that much on the other truck that they came off of. But so I got all around. Very nice. And I just did some of the cleaning stuff like that, and haven't done much on the back. I still haven't gotten that massive ding out. But I have fixed the, well, I haven't really fixed it. I just put a new light bulb in for the license plate light because I'd get pulled over if I didn't have it on. So had to have that on or I'd get pulled over. I remember I said in last video that I didn't like the underneath the tan color, but that I found out that it's the original Tucson gold color right there. That's the original color, and I actually saw on online what it looked like on a F-100, and it looked amazing because the Explorer was the only one able to have the Tucson gold. That was one of the Explorer colors, and this is an Explorer, so I don't know. But I kind of disappointed now that they painted over the original color, which was really sad. But they're there, and they didn't look bad at all. I mean, I don't know why they painted over it unless they didn't sand it down. They just they didn't even primer it. They just sprayed it over with white. But kind of a shame because the original color looked awesome. But I think that's a new spare tire. I'm not sure. But it's an old tire from my parents' old pickup that I have. But then I painted this primer. It turned weird colors because when I painted it, it rained the next day, unfortunately, and made it turn a bunch of weird shades of gray. But other than that, it's better than when it was blue. So I have I cleaned up the floor. Took some soap and some water, cleaned up the floor, tried to get all that black stuff off. Got some of it off, but not all of it. See right there? Got more stuff. And I put, these pads in which are already dirty, but I put those in because my feet were sliding around all over the place, and so I put those in. It's very nice. And then the dash is still getting chewed up by the sun, the Arizona sun. So I might get a pad on that, but the pad would made pad would probably cost I looked online, like LMC truck, I don't know if any of you guys know what that is, but LMC truck. I looked online, and the pad was only $50 less than a whole new dash. And I'm like, I think I'd rather get the whole new dash because I just want to cover it up, you know, and leave it like to rot like this. So, but I'm getting new weather stripping soon in the doors because I really need it because I went to a car wash and it was leaking water everywhere. So I had to like hold these down. It was quite funny, but it got water in the cab. But I just cleaned it up a little bit, cleaned up the doors, stuff like that, and I haven't gotten the digital speedometer working yet because I think it's just completely weird. But and if you're seeing it like shake around like that from this view, that's not true. It's just a weird camera, crappy camera I have. But some stuff works, you know. And then what's kind of funny, that cord with the the electrical nut things that are on there, those two cords were alive, and I didn't know, and they fell down and shocked me, which is kind of funny. But so I just put nuts on the end of those. I had no idea what to go to. They might go to the horn, but I don't think so. Anyway, so I got the AC working. AC's working, and so is the heater. And the froster, and the defrost vents are right up here. That's where the old speaker used to be. But and then I also got the radio working.
From our tree to yours. At the Jeep Big.
And a while ago, when I got it working the first time, the first couple months, it could not, for some reason, remember my stations that I programmed into it, which was odd. So I replaced a fuse, and voila, it remembers it now.
The insurance believes your dreams are what.
Yeah, so that's working. And the two speakers, that speaker in there is 20 years old. That's from an old speaker that my grandfather had. And then that speaker is the one that came in the car. But the speaker covers are there because, it kept hitting this. So. But, yeah. I think, I just got it running nice, I mean, the speedometer and the horn still don't work, unfortunately. But the horn is my next job that I need to do because I really need a horn. But yeah. Oh, and I did some damage going down a gravel road the other day, which was very disheartening when I saw it. But I went down the gravel road and it scratched the hell out of the paint right here. I mean, how could a rock fling up that far? I don't know, but I went by and I heard it goes scraping noises, and I stopped and opened the door, and I saw that. But I cleaned up a little bit. It's a little dusty, but I cleaned it up. I rewired the exhaust again because the wires were coming undone, so I redid that again. And then a while ago, before I got all-terrain tires, I had really old tires that were from the old pickup that my dad had, and I blew one on the highway, and it bent in this right here, which was very sad. But it was bent all the way back from like here, or back from here, but I bent most of it back, just using a steel rod, which was probably not the most keenest thing to do. But at this point, this paint job is coming off as it is, and it scratched the paint job a lot, but it's a crappy paint job that someone did. So I'm not too worried about it. But I want to get that bent back, and I don't want to have to cut out this and get a new panel on, or just get a new piece on from LMC truck, because I'm not the best at body work, as you can tell. But yeah. And I found out that it's not the transmission pan that's leaking, it's the seal between the engine and the transmission itself. So that's leaking a lot, and because it's leaking all over the transmission, that's why it's so grimy up there. And I changed the motor oil twice, and it's still black. So there's some crud in that engine that I need to get out. So what I'll do is I don't know if any of you heard this, but a motor flush. I'll probably do like a motor flush or something. Oh, as you can tell, I'm sick, but that won't stop me from working on my truck. But so yeah, and then the exhaust leak is still there. Mark. And someone did, and that nut's still missing. I haven't gotten that yet, but I will soon. So it's the horn and the exhaust leak for right now that I'm worried about. But other than that, you know, I've just been driving around a lot. Driving it back and forth to school, using it as a taxi with my friends, you know, so it's had a lot of use, which is good, you know. I just want to keep this thing on the road, you know, because I want to, like, find out, like, and my plan is to never sell this thing, which I know is going to be hard, but I never want to sell it, because it's my first car. But anyways, so I did, you know, and, oh yeah, the spare wouldn't fit underneath here. That's where the spare should go, but it wouldn't fit underneath, so I didn't really mess with that. So, there's the exhaust tips that look really bad. That's probably, the black stuff, that's from the exhaust. That's kicking back and hitting the tailpipe. But, yeah. You know, it's been, and I've greased the, most of the bearings, not bearings, but the joints, you know, on the front end, stuff like that, because the front end was dry, making noises, so I greased that. And then, yeah. Haven't done, like, much, like serious legwork, because I don't want to put this thing out of commission for a while, because it's my daily driver, but, just done stuff to keep on the road. So, yeah, wait for part 3, which will probably be soon. And I'll probably, you know, take off the exhaust and figure out, like, you know, what holes I can patch up in there. You know, just like just with like welds or something like that. But I'll probably do that and probably get the exhaust leak fixed on the manifold and get the horn working. Alright, wait for part 3.